So it's been a few days since we were over here by the windbreak last, and if you recall, I had problems getting this pallet out because it was frozen. Well, we're gonna give it a shot today, and I think we're good. It just came right off, which is nice because all of this is thawed out, so it just makes it really easy now. So now I can take the rest of these down and then start working on the big fence. Okay, so now that we have this side done and everything's removed, basically the trailer now is free to be moved when we get ready, so that's a good thing. The next step here is I've got to get up on the ladder and I got to take down all the green fencing from the top, because then once I've got all of that fencing removed, I've got a neighbor coming and they're going to help me take all these boards down. So if you folks are new to our channel, Jen and I, we retired early, June 2021. We left the rat race, we sold everything, and we moved out here to Maine. We didn't know anybody. As a matter of fact, the first time we came to look at the property in January of 2019, we had never stepped foot in the state of Maine, and we had never stepped foot on the East Coast at all. So this was a huge endeavor for us. And I gotta tell you, we wouldn't have had it any other way. Not too long ago, Jen and I were just like many of you, working every day, supporting our family, paying a mortgage, electric bill, gas bill, water bill, all of that stuff. And in our case, We had association fees with the place where we were at. Now, we don't have any of that. Now we have other problems, other challenges, other responsibilities, but we don't have those responsibilities anymore. You know, and the funny thing is years we would be sitting on our couch at home after dinner, and on the weekends watching YouTube channels and YouTube videos of people homesteading, going off grid. A lot of times it was all young folk, and some folks our age, but it was difficult to get resources on, you know, what it would really be like. You know, I think in a lot of ways, a lot of these YouTube channels, you know, they may sugarcoat some of the things that they do, because it's either that or we're just really, really bad at this. But, you know, we're not trying. We are making a life for ourselves here in Maine. We are off-grid. We do have cell phones, though. You know, we do have electricity through our solar system. We do have water through our well. And it has been a struggle. It has been an absolute challenge. But for every struggle and every challenge, there are 100 moments when we realize that this is the life we've chosen and this is the life we wanted to live. Okay, so now that we've gotten all of the green windbreak fencing down from up top, again, the next step here is my neighbor is going to come and we're going to take down all of these vertical slabs and kind of deconstruct all of this. As for the trailer, this trailer has done an amazing job this winter of protecting these panels, but we are now free and clear to move this. So once we get this torn down, we'll go ahead and look to move the trailer and kind of figure out where our building plot is going to be. Some of the improvements we're making this summer is, number one, we are building a power shed. It's going to be a 12x8 lean-to shed, and we're taking all of our solar equipment, batteries, inverter, charge controller, we're putting it all into that little shed. We're going to heat that shed during the winter time. That way all of our power is in one place, and it'll be much easier to manage and provide maintenance on the batteries and so forth. So the second major improvement, this windbreak has become apparent that it is an absolute must. Unfortunately, for what I did for this winter was just throw a bunch of slab wood at it and cross my fingers and hope for the best. Well, amazingly, it worked flawlessly. It really, really did. And I couldn't have been happier with how it worked out. However, it's an eyesore. Aesthetically speaking, it's not the greatest. Now, I have very tall panels, and the panel rack is off the ground by about 30 inches. And so what that does is it basically gives me 10 feet plus of panel where I need to provide some sort of windbreak behind it. Primarily because of where I'm located, the wind comes down this road from the northwest and really just hits the back of these panels. And when they are vertical in the winter position, they're just a big parachute. So we have to protect them. So the plan is to use the power shed, similar to what we used this for, was to provide a main windbreak perpendicular to my fence. But more importantly, what we're going to do is I'm going to drive logs into the ground behind, and then we're going to build a windbreak with the slab wood, but rather than in the vertical position, we're going to put them in the horizontal position and stack them up on top of each other. This structure will be a permanent structure, meaning we will keep it here, you know, going forward long term. Okay, so now that my neighbor has come and helped me get the vertical slab wood down, now the next step here is to take these 2x4 rough cuts off, and then we're going to pull this netting down. We're just going to take this last piece off. We're going to get this rolled up, and then the entire windbreak will have been demolished and taken down. I am in full mud mode here in the yard right now. Let me show you what I'm talking about. One big, nasty mud pit. So, I got to make a decision here. Now, I did check the weather, and it looks like it's going to be warm during the day and at night. So, I think I only have one opportunity to do this when the ground is frozen, and that's tomorrow morning. It looks like tomorrow morning we are going to be moving this trailer for good, and we're going to be putting it right where the ATV is.